We are here with EternalEnvy from C9 at ESL One Frankfurt. I'm Jordan, and that's Envy. Hello. My first question is, what do you think about an ERAS situation which occurs lately?
I feel like that situation is pretty normal, I think. Like, normal in the sense that if we were in that terrible situation, we would probably do exactly the same thing. The players and the whole team or era. As for Valve releasing the information, that was what surprised me. Like, if a player on your team can't scrim for 2 months, 3 months, and you're trying to win TI, you actually just can't play with that player. You have to try your best to change the situation. And if you can't, then you play with that player. That seems. I don't blame the players. I feel like the players did what they tried to do was fine. But what Valve did, releasing all that information, I feel like they felt that Fnatic was trying to attack them by posting that on Reddit. So they're like, all right, let's fight back. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I personally don't like it.
Okay, so now the next question will be, what's your opinion on Alliance this year? Because they look pretty strong. They proved themselves on DreamHack this summer, and a lot of people says that they're in the good, if not better shape, as good as last year.
I think shape-wise, they're probably on the same shape, but last year they had a huge advantage over other teams because they had a huge drafting advantage. They were the best at Furion, and no one picked or banned Furion for some reason. They did, but it's not enough. They were getting Furion for some reason, and just in general, the way they farmed last year was very efficient. Not many teams understood how efficiency worked. When I played for Kaipi, the efficiency-wise it wasn't team-oriented. Some players maybe had more efficiency even than Alliance, but overall team efficiency was not as good. But nowadays, they don't have really a drafting advantage. Every team kind of just studies each other and kind of just follows the trend way more closely than before. Before, Chinese would be like, yo, you pick Wisp? I don't want to pick Wisp. But now it's like they pick Void DP, we pick Void DP. They pick Panda, we pick Panda. We pick Lycan, they pick Lycan. Things like that. So it's way more close. I don't think they have that advantage like they did last year.
So you said about Chinese teams. Do you think this year they're stronger than West or not?
I think they're way stronger, skill-wise. It's kind of. I think EG though can take them. Everyone can take a game or two off them, but I feel like EG can actually beat them in a best of 5. Other than that, I actually think everyone else is below their level right now.
I see. And between the Chinese teams, lately have been a great competition between DK and Newbie. Which team, if we can say that, is stronger, and in which areas? How do you think?
I think DK and Newbie are both weak in comparison to IG.
Really?
I think IG can destroy them. So.
Why?
Well, last time, IG met DK in the first WPC finals. They 3-0'd them. Then they lost a game after a break, and they started yelling at each other, and they lost 0-4 to DK. So DK won 4-3. Then after that, they fought every day and stuff like that. So they started losing, but they were still doing pretty good. Then after Chuan had that interview at Starletter, where he was almost shedding tears. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was because of that. Maybe that's what started it all, and then they started talking about it, maybe fighting, and then they resolved everything. They crushed us at WPC. The way they drafted, when we played them in scrims, we're like, this team, their skill level is not as high as DK, is not as high as Newbie, and I still think that to this day, that their individual skill is not as high. But then when you play them in a tournament, the way they draft, they're TI champions. You play them, you're like, what the fuck? And then we just got crushed, and they crushed everyone. Then they went to the finals, and they 4-1 DK, and then they 2-0 newbie recently, and they 3-1 DK again, and then they 3-1 newbie again, I think. So I think actually this month they're 5-1 against DK and 5-1 against newbie, and last month they were like 7-1 against DK or something. Or no, 7-3 I think.
Okay, so what are your predictions for TI4 then? You said on the DreamHack after your lose to Alliance that your fans have to believe that you're gonna be first, but of course then you will win TI4, we know that, but second, third team, what about this?
I think the top 5 will have 3 Chinese teams and 2 Western teams, and I would pick EG.
Okay, and about your team also, you've been in pretty precarious position lately because some games you play out of your mind. You're like, wow, like Navi during the play, but some games you're a bit underwhelming. Do you think, what's the reason behind it?
Just like after DreamHack sickness. I mean, our team has always been kind of unstable. I think it's more about the emotional aspect in the game. Just people give up too easily. I think after DreamHack though, I think people just got sick. And I don't think DTL was... I personally don't even think you should play these tournaments before you play a big tournament. I think they showed too much strategies and whatever. But it's not like we threw the games on purpose. It's just we kind of try new things. Like we had AUI draft the game because I wanted the team to draft in an important match. So like if for some reason I choke on TI, they can draft for me, or I just want them to feel the like how drafting for a real game, like how becoming a drafter, like how it feels to be a drafter. So people step up in game and they make more calls. They don't remain silent. Because the people who drafted for our team, me, Pi, and Bone, we all talk now. Like we talk more after. Like, even though they got replaced as drafters, they still talk. They still after the drafting phase, they still talk a lot more now. And I kind of wanted that from everyone. So I had Sing draft some scrims, had AUI draft some scrims, and I had AUI draft one of the games against Empire. Then yeah, the game 2 though, we really wanted to win that one, but so we threw it away, so they were out of the tournament.
Okay, so who'll pick for you, if you can say us that, who'll pick for you this tournament at ESL One? Is it already stated or between yourself?
I think I will draft, but if there's for some reason we change, then it's not a big surprise.
Okay, and also now I would like to ask you some fluff questions. And my first one is, I always was curious why you rated Evangelion only 1 star.
I skipped the movies, because I was a little kid and I skipped the movies. I heard the movies actually saved that anime, but when I first watched it, it was apparently supposed to be like the best show ever. And then all I saw were a bunch of emo kids. And the only character I liked, which is a blue hair girl, Ray, like I don't want to spoil it, but at one point she actually falls off, like she's just gone, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? And everything was kind of just, I couldn't take it. Like there's no way. There's this boss battle or whatever it is. Like they had it from the very start. That they planned out from the very, very beginning that this was going to be the fight. And then during that fight, there was just a freeze frame for like 5 minutes, and then the guy dies in one hit. Right, so.
Okay, and now, what were your votes for Arcana, model rework, and voice rework at Compendium?
I haven't looked at my Compendium, actually. No, I haven't once. I didn't do any votes. It takes too much time. Like, fuck that shit. There's no way.
But who you want to win? Which hero you would like to win?
Phantom Assassin or Shadow Fiend.
Arcana.
Yeah.
And reworks?
Reworks? No idea, really. No idea. Maybe Starter?
Yeah. Slardor's model is pretty bad, actually. Okay, so thank you very much for an interview, and good luck on ESL. Any shoutouts?
Shout out to my team, Cloud9. Shout out to my sponsors, HyperX, Logitech, Alienware, Need for Seats, Homejoy, I think it's Air Force Reserve or new. We're sponsored by the U.S. Air Force and Crunchyroll. And shout out to my stream that I don't stream for anymore, at least till after TI. And that's it.
Thank you very much.